Hello and very warm welcome at Amish Shackle 5858. I am Amish Shackle. Foreign news have been reported by American, European, Asian, African, Australian news channels and the news agencies. So please let's go to the headlines.
David Orr, ABC's World News Tonight, America's most watched newscast. Now streaming same day with all the breaking news of the day on Disney Plus. Most watched, most trusted. Now on Disney Plus every night.
Tonight, the breaking news, the suspect charged with attempted assassination of President Trump. Prosecutors say chilling surveillance video shows Cole Allen sprinting through that security at the Washington Hilton Hotel, armed with multiple guns and knives. Authorities say the Secret Service firing 5 times at the suspect. First Lady Melania Trump mouthing the words, "What happened?" as agents rushed the stage. President Trump, the First Lady, Vice President J.D. Vance raced to a secure area. Late today, U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro saying, make no mistake, this was an attempted assassination of the president. And what we've now learned here tonight, the suspect coming down 10 flights of stairs with those weapons unnoticed. And when he allegedly booked that hotel room, when he checked in, we'll go live to Pierre Thomas tonight. Also breaking tonight, tornado warnings and watches as we come on the air. Millions bracing for severe storms across several states right now. Many major cities in the path tonight. The National Weather Service now calling this a particularly dangerous situation. We'll go live to Ginger Z in the storm zone. The war in Iran tonight with talks stalled. The Strait of Hormuz closed. Vladimir Putin now welcoming one of the top Iranian diplomats to Russia, vowing to support Iran. And what ABC News has learned tonight about the White House now weighing an Iranian proposal. Tonight, the horrific case, 2 college roommates missing, remains found, and prosecutors now accusing the alleged killer, the 3rd roommate, of using ChatGPT for advice on how to cover up the murders. The images coming in late today, King Charles and Queen Camilla arriving here in the U.S. The flight to Chicago diverted to Boston, the passenger restrained. Also, the flight from Atlanta that landed with an extra passenger, the mother who gave birth. The images tonight, the terrifying accident, cable breaking on a slingshot ride, multiple injuries. The massive NASCAR pileup, 26 cars. In New York City tonight, the test run. Would you take this taxi? An electric helicopter. They say it looks like a large drone flying from Manhattan. Just minutes. Tonight, a week of wishes. The 16-year-old and his wish come true. Wow. America strong. And on a hot streak, the Jeopardy champ looking to make a little more history right here tonight. Will he pull it off? From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight.
Hello, you're watching Sky News and information with the headlines of the King and Queen have arrived in the United States for a royal visit at the most testing time for transatlantic relations in decades. More pressure on the Prime Minister, with MPs to decide if he should be investigated over claims he misled them over Lord Mandelson.
It is a stunt, but we've got huge amounts of transparency going on already.
Also, the government confirms it will introduce some restrictions on social media for children under 16. And the suspected gunman in Saturday's shooting in Washington is charged with the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. His questions over the president's security continue.
Four recently sworn-in judges during a first hearing dedicated to opening the debates. Mali faces presidential elections and residential. 2 days of national mourning in Mali following the large-scale shooting that killed General Sandio Camara. Experts and residents share their opinions. In Burundi, President Evariste Ndayishimiye has been nominated by his party as a candidate for the upcoming presidential elections. A group of soldiers is appearing before a military court in Nigeria for attempted coup d'etat. Hello from Africa News. Life is now returning to normal in Mali, according to testimonies after the jihadist attack that claimed the life of General Sadio Camara. Authorities
up, down, the highest ranking from the lowest.
Whispered promises. Peace and jewelry. Jakarta, I'm Yasmin Yonkers.
This is Asia Now.
Good morning, it's 11 a.m. in Singapore and Hong Kong, 8:30 in New Delhi, and 10 o'clock in Jakarta. I'm Yasmin Yonkers at this hour. Rescuers race to find more survivors after two trains collided outside Indonesia's capital, Jakarta. The death toll's risen to 7. Authorities investigate this latest accident that's hit the country's aging railway network. More than 300 arrested in a regional crackdown on online sexual exploitation of children. Police in several Asian countries, including Singapore, Thailand, Japan, and South Korea, joined operations in hundreds of locations over 4 weeks. The lone suspect in a shooting at Sunday's U.S. media gala has been charged with attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump. 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen faced 3 federal charges, with more expected. Authorities say he planned to target multiple senior government officials. And President Trump's met top national security aides to review Iran's latest proposal to end the war. He's reportedly dissatisfied as it sidesteps the nuclear issue, including demands for Iran to give up its enriched uranium.
Today, Northern Territory Police throwing extra resources at the search for a 5-year-old feared abducted from Alice Springs.
This remains the number one priority of the Northern Territory Police is to get Sharon back to her family.
The government proposes a new deal between media organisations and social media platforms, urging them to pay news outlets for their content. The man accused of trying to storm the White House Correspondents' Dinner, charged with trying to assassinate the US president. And 30 years on, a memorial service to be held at Port Arthur for the victims of Australia's worst mass shooting.
Of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts in resolving our difference peacefully. We have to resolve our differences. And it was a very sad evening in many ways, and it was also an evening where a lot of people got together.
So President Trump calling for unity after the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting. He did various interviews here on Fox and elsewhere, including that late Saturday night press conference from the briefing room with his entire cabinet present. The Speaker of the House is now with us, Mike Johnson. And sir, good morning to you. First time we've heard from you, and good to know you're okay. We've got this iconic picture of you going through the back hallway there. Just give us your reflection about your experience on Saturday night, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. It was surreal for everybody involved when the chaos ensued. I was actually on a platform, that raised platform around the perimeter of that giant ballroom, and I was stuck in a group taking photos with people, so I didn't hear the gunshots. And the next thing I know, half my security team comes behind me, rushes up, grabs me by the shoulders, and pushes me out the nearest exit door, which is about 6 feet behind us. And that's where you see that photo. We're going down that hallway. The other half of my team went immediately to go grab my wife, Kelly, and get her out of the another door, and we met up about 60 seconds later. They took us to our motorcade, which was in the basement of the hotel, and we just sat in the trucks there and awaited further developments for quite a while, and that was a long while. It was quite a scene. I told the president last night, we talked at length, and I said, I thought your tone was excellent in that press conference right after that event, and the tone
charges this Monday night in this weekend's alleged assassination attempt against the U.S. president, while the White House is now lashing out at the media.
This kind of rhetoric about the president, the First Lady, and his supporters is completely deranged.
Plus, how Saturday's shooting is sparking security fears as the King and Queen arrive in the U.S. Massive cost-cutting at Rogers, why the telecom giant is offering buyouts to thousands of employees. On the eve of the federal fiscal update, why the government says it has good news. Plus, protecting kids online.
Time is up. We don't want any delays anymore.
Why parents and children are pushing the government to take urgent action.
Global National with Donna Friesen. Reporting tonight, Jeff Semple.
Good evening.
Thank you for watching. I'm Shakil 5858. I hope you will come again. Have a good life. Bye-bye.